Hello and welcome to BS with Becca. It's not what you're thinking. This morning, it's basketball superstar. I wanted to talk to you about probably the most famous basketball superstar, Michael Jordan. Of course, you've heard of him. Everybody's heard of him. But there's a whole bunch of talk about him right now because of this television series called The Last Dance. It's mostly focused on his career with the Chicago Bulls, but it's also talking about his whole life and just basically his attitude toward life. And it's really given me a lot of inspiration that I want to share with you today. First of all, though, I also want to talk about basketball itself. It's always been my favorite sport. My grandmother played it. I actually have a picture of her on a team. My mom played it, and I also played it as a child. I managed to go to Carolina just 3 months after Michael Jordan left. He left in the spring. I came in the fall. So I just missed him, but I did get to watch Dean Smith coach the teams and saw some incredible wins. But what I wanted to say is just how incredibly remarkable Michael Jordan comes across. I mean, a mixed bag. He's human too. First of all, he had such incredible focus. And secondly, he was so positive. I also think because he has been so successful, he also has a lot of people wanting to bring him down, and yet he never gives up. So I want to show you a video of a man talking about his positivity, and then show you a video of him himself, and then finally read a couple of his quotes.
You can feel how Jordan's lessons actually continue to apply. They apply then. They apply now. They look to apply tomorrow because life's not about avoiding any adversity or trying to prevent ever feeling pain, let alone death. It's about what you do when it's time to face them. He centered himself and those around him because he believed in himself. And then for all that intensity, Jordan still lived this life and career of an optimist, an example of a fundamental spirit that maybe people are responding to this because we can use that all so much right now. I don't have to tell you at the end of another long week and more weeks to come in this that life has many negatives. Jordan reminding us all that if we try together to face them honestly, then we're living in the reality. And then we can still choose in our own ways to aspire to be positive.
I hope that it's given the millions of people that I've touched the optimism and the desire to achieve their goals through hard work, perseverance, and positive attitude. Because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I'd like to read to you a few of the really amazing things he said. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game's winning shot and I missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. To learn to succeed, you must first learn to fail. How interesting to think in terms of we actually learn to succeed by learning to deal with failure, not by avoiding it. And he also says that the best comes from the worst. And finally, maybe my favorite is, he says, heart is what separates the good from the great. So that's our BS today, basketball superstar Michael Jordan himself. I hope his positivity can rub off on us, and we can know that even when we face what seem like insurmountable difficulties, even in the midst of them, by hanging on, we actually can learn how to succeed. That's my BS today, our wonderful basketball superstar, Michael Jordan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on BS with Becca.